So our Archicad tip of the week today is importing standard steel profiles. If you've not used this before, Graphisoft has created a very large profile library, steel profile library for you that you have access to for all over the world. What's really nice about this is you can be working with someone, let's say another country, and they're using specific shapes there that are specific to their steel structural codes and settings and setups and defaults. And you can access their standard steel library here through this interface as well. So what you want to do is go to the options menu, go complex profiles, go to import standard steel profile. That will bring up this dialog called standard steel profile database. You then go to select the profiles you want to choose from. Again, if we were using US Imperial, we go and select that. And then that will show you a list of all the various options you have in your library, which you can see right there in the bottom middle of the standard steel profile database. And then you go and select that. So in this case, we might want to select a T-shape. And so we're then going to go to our T-shape, and once we've selected that, it's then going to show all the T profiles available for us. We go and find WT 20 by 296, and then we select that one, and then you add that profile to your project. Before you add that and import that to your library, you also want to make sure to set the building material above to steel. It defaults depending upon the default Archicad template you're working with. In this case, the US, I actually haven't checked well, anyway, the standard US one will default to masonry brick, and so you need to change that to metal steel and then save that and import that. Once you've imported it, you can then begin to import others. So if you need additional steel profiles that maybe your structural engineer has outlined in his work, then you're going to want to go ahead and go through this. In this case, you may want to select from I-beams, H-beams, etc. You can go through there and select from those different shapes, and then add, in this case, a W4040 by 230. Add that profile to the project. As you can see now, we've got a list of different I-beams and L shapes and C shapes and T shapes that are added into our list over there on the right of our profile database. And we can then add those, go import those into our project. Once we've imported them into the project, if they are beams, we can go to the beam settings, double click and open those up. In the beam settings, you want to go to the left side of your settings. You'll see beam, segment, hole, etc. You want to select segment. When you do that, you can go down to the option there where you can see it. Select the first option right here. And so when we select this one, we can then go down and select our I-beam right there, which is basically our profile. Select custom, and then we can select the WT20 by 296.5 or any others that we've imported in here. And then that will then show that particular shape within our preview. And that is our tip of the week today. So let's go ahead and get into Archicad.